Buying a home is expensive, and the upfront costs can add up quickly. On today's HomeWise segment, we are talking about closing costs with mortgage expert Tyler Osby, who joins me now. Tyler, behind garage door number 1, closing costs. Could you first just generally tell us, what are they?
Yeah, when you go to buy a house, there's a lot of people involved in the process, right? Mm-hmm. And all of those people get paid for the different services that they offer.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So the way we always break it down is kind of into 2 or 3 parts. There's the third-party fees, things like appraisers, attorneys, credit reporting fees, these sorts of things, right?
Yes.
And then there's lender fees, which might be things like an underwriting fee or an origination fee or discount point or something like that. And then there's also third-party like escrows, like taxes and insurance and that kind of thing that get included. But there's a lot to it.
There's a lot. I explain it like this: fees, fees, fees. That's what closing costs are. It's fees to get a mortgage loan and buy a house. All right, so behind garage door number 2, is there help? Can you find help out there to offset these fees in any way?
Yeah, so first thing is a lot of people ask for seller paid closing costs because that can help reduce the out-of-pocket expense for yourself. 2, there's a lot of ways to roll it into the loan. Sometimes there's things like down payment assistance, or you can just change up your down payment scenario. Another thing people forget is you can roll it in by paying a slightly higher interest rate. Some lenders actually promote themselves as, we don't charge any closing costs.
Yes. How do they do that?
They mark up the interest rate and they use the money that they make on the back end to pay the costs for you. It's a great strategy to look at, but depending on the situation, it may or may not make sense, right?
And which reiterates our point that we always try to make is, each person, each loan is situational.
So
but ask about this, right? Like, what are your options?
Yep.
Because there are options when it comes to closing costs.
And then lastly, there's always the family gift, right?
Yes.
Like if family wants to help you out, it's a great way to close the gap.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, garage door number 3. Do closing costs vary? Well, yeah, they're not always the same, are they?
No, not at all. And there's so much that goes into it, right? Like, we see a lot of lenders from out of state come to Iowa, and we have some quirks and features of how we do business in Iowa. Their costs might be different, right? Because of the way that they structure a loan. So getting a second opinion quickly identifies that. Also, to the point that we had mentioned before, interest rates can also absorb some costs. So when you get the whole picture, it all makes a whole lot more sense. So comparing lenders, getting estimates, and talking through it with somebody that you feel like you can trust,
that's huge.
I think is really key. I oftentimes am a second look, and I'll tell people that's a heck of a good deal.
Yeah, I've done the same.
Are they good? Sure, it's cheap. Let's talk about what happens beyond that, right? Because there's more to it. But ultimately, it just comes down to finding somebody you can trust.
Yes, I agree. And I would just reiterate, because we've talked about interest rates, we've talked about closing costs, which just goes back to the point that we've made. There's so many parts to a mortgage loan. Not one piece of this really should define whether or not you choose a loan, but always talk to an expert. That's what we always come back to, and why you're here with us. Thank you, Tyler. Well, if you would like to share what you've learned today or check out our HomeWise topics, be sure to visit WHO13.com and search HomeWise with the $. There's also a link to click on now if you'd like to send us a question, or if you have a topic that you'd like Tyler and me to cover.